So welcome to Game Holdings, welcome to another video. Maybe some of you have watched us in our Twitch live, maybe some of you may have watched another video from us in YouTube, but if you know us, you know by now that we love ghost hunting games. We have a passion for paranormal investigation. We also have experienced some in real life weird phenomena that we cannot debunk or explain, logical, right? So that's what made us investigate and have a passion and read about all this kind of stuff. We have paranormal investigation tools in real life as well, and our channel is dedicated in horror and haunted stuff, and especially ghost hunting games. We are content creators in many of them, and we have the privilege to talk with a lot of devs and present for you for the very first time, even before its release, new content for many ghost hunting games out there. We have played Phasmo when it was first released, and all the other ghost hunting games that followed after that. By the way, follow us on Twitch, watch us live. We are running a lot of ghost hunting giveaway events. We have given away more than 400 ghost hunting games so far, and we always present to you first every new horror and ghost hunting game there is to come or it's already been released. We have played also ghost hunting games before even Phasmo was released, because Phasmo is not the first ghost hunting game out there, right? During these years that we are streaming and we have the YouTube channel, we have played every single ghost hunting game that was released since Phasmo, since even before Phasmo, after Phasmo, and there are a lot of ghost hunting games out there. There are a lot of upcoming ghost hunting games out there, so that's exactly what this video is for. We have played them all. We are almost official content creators in all of them, and we decided to make a video about who we think as Game Holdings are the top 10 ghost hunting games out there that are released, and we think that you should play and give them a go if you are searching for another ghost hunting game. With no further delay, let's just go and fucking see which we think are the top ghost hunting games out there. Also, this is our personal opinion from playing all these ghost hunting games many times, and after all the facts that we have, all the games that we have played, all the missions and everything, and talking with the devs, that's what we think are the top 10 ghost hunting games out there. So let's go. There are more than 50 traditional ghost hunting games being released all these years, and more than 60 games that deals with the paranormal. We have played them all, streamed them all, upload guides and videos on our haunted YouTube channel, talk with the devs about it, suggest stuff to them, share our ideas, give them our feedback, and work with them. So, choosing just 10 out of all these ghost hunting games that we played and know they are released, it's a very hard decision for us. So, before we start with our top 10 list, I feel that I have to mention two games that, even though there are not classic ghost hunting games, still we feel that we should mention them. So Below is an amazing co-op paranormal game that you are a hunter that tries to banish folklore creatures such as Wendigos, La Llorona, the Nun, and many other haunted creatures that can scare the crap out of you. An amazing paranormal horror game. It's not exactly a ghost hunting game, so that's the reason I didn't put it on the top 10 of the list. But you are dealing with paranormal entities, taking contracts, use your equipment and protective devices, trying to solve puzzles, use the equipment on your advantage according to what entity you are dealing with. It has amazing graphics, amazing horror atmosphere, and different way to exorcise each entity. And that was absolutely fucking amazing, man. I love that.
Hey, awesome.
Besides, you can play with me as a playable character. I mean, is that amazing or not, right? I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. The devs made me a playable character using my own voice in the game. And you can play and hunt as a professional ghost hunting investigator.
I found
Right?
something.
Le professional. Forewarned, an amazing horror game. Sharing the same ghost hunting formula and mechanics. It feels like a ghost hunting game, but it's not. So that's why it's not in the list as well. In this game, you are an archaeologist seeking for undiscovered pyramids, trying to investigate and figure out what Magi, which is an ancient Egyptian god, is haunting the pyramid. You must solve puzzles and dive deeper in the Magi's tomb and try to exorcise them and banish them once and for all. Investigate phenomena, collect treasures, discover lore pages, survive the danger, and banish the evil that lurks within. There are different behaviors of each entity, Magi or God, Egyptian God, and there are many different unique puzzles to solve in each location. So, with that said, let's start and see which ghost hunting games that are released, in our own opinion, are in the top 10 of the list. This is the game from the same devs that made Haunt Chasers, which we really actually enjoyed it. Unfortunately, they had some inside disagreements as a development team, so they had to drop the project and work in a new one. Which gives us Demonologist. That's how Demonologist came to life. At first the game was called Shivers, but probably there were some copyright issues and they had to change it. I prefer Demonologist, to be honest, right? This is a pure ghost hunting game. You're a paranormal investigator trying to investigate abandoned haunted locations such as abandoned houses, abandoned hospitals, farmhouse, a Japanese house, there's a haunted school, a funeral house, and more. The ghosts have some basic behaviors, and you have a way to banish them and send them back from where they came from. The game has probably the best graphics for any other ghost hunting game at the moment, and the atmosphere has all the horror vibes a horror haunted game should feel like. However, after you play for a while, you will quickly discover that almost all of the jump scares are scripted at the point that you know exactly when they are gonna happen and you're not scared anymore. It feels more like an indie story-driven horror game that you're gonna play one time, and that's how they usually do the scripted jump scares, because you know they don't have any replayability, and you're gonna play the game one time, maybe two, and you know you're gonna be done with it. Which is one of the basic main things that a co-op ghost hunting game should have. When the ghost hunts, it doesn't give you the ability to use your skills besides just protect yourself by holding a cross, and that's all. I mean, basically that's all. If you don't have a cross, maybe you will be able to loop a ghost if you're, you know, if you are lucky, or maybe hide, but besides that, your skills doesn't make any difference. The most negative thing that the game has for us is that every map has the same ritual method, and it has nothing to do with what entity you are dealing with, And the most crazy thing of all, even if you don't guess the correct ghost, you can still complete the ritual like nothing happened. That makes no sense at all. There are some Easter eggs in the game that you can activate by actually speaking some specific words.
Magna!
But besides this, there's nothing more to it really. Technically and visually, it's a very nice game. It runs smooth. I didn't have any issue with the game, no bugs, no frame drops, nothing. And you can enjoy it with friends if you don't actually want something more with more depth on it. Distress is a new ghost hunting game from a very small indie developer team. It has a lot of potentials and I really like it. You are a part of a paranormal investigation team called Ghost HQ, which are initials for Ghost Hunters Operative Specialization Team. The game looks promising, it has different maps. The plan of the dev, because I am talking with the devs, we are content creators there, is to make one haunted location for each state of the United States of America and then move to international locations around the world, including my country, Greece. We have some paranormal haunted places here as well, right? You have the handmade equipment, which you can always use and try to investigate or upgrade them up to tier 3 and make your life a lot easier. Your goal here is to figure out which kind of entity you are dealing with and try to trap it using the trap device. Does this look familiar to anyone? Who you gonna call?
Bring your screams off as soon as I call the trap. Get ready.
After that, find the cursed book and learn out for the behaviors of each ghost. This game has the most unique ghost behaviors I have ever seen. Ghosts have 4 different categories. Class 1 is the sight ghosts, Class 2 is the hear ghosts, Class 3 the wonder ghosts, and Class 4 the smell ghosts. This is the 4 basic behaviors that the ghosts can belong to. The sight ones are the ghosts that if they hunt, they can see you from far away and come straight to you. So you must stay hidden or break the line of sight, which is hard. The hear ghosts, if they hunt, they can hear every single move you will make. So it will be wise to stay silent in a corner and don't move a muscle. The wonder categories are the ghosts that they don't actually have a ghost favorite room. They constantly roam around the whole map and it's very hard to take evidence. And the final category, the smelly ones, which they can smell your sweat when they hunt, which means that you must not run and don't sweat at all. However, every single ghost, despite its basic categories, still have their own behaviors. Like some of them can shapeshift, some of them can scream when they attack, some cannot be seen on the camera, some can leave bloody footprints, and many, many more. After you capture the entity, you can go back to the base and trap it forever, and add it to your collection.
Le profession.
You are nowhere safe in this game, and when I say nowhere, I mean nowhere. You can die literally everywhere. The ghost can literally kill you inside the van as well. Also, in this game you can play with my own handmade trophy that Danupis created especially for me because I was the first one to actually defeat the game in the hardest difficulty. Thank you very much, Danupis. And also it can make sounds. Are you familiar with the phrase saving people, hunting things, the family business?
Saving people, hunting things. The family business.
So if you are, this game is made for you. There's no better way to describe this amazing ghost hunting game. A ghost hunting game inspired from the famous and personal favorite series of all time, Supernatural. The devs are huge fans like we are. You have different ghosts, different behaviors, a lot of ghost hunting equipment in your possession, and you try to investigate what kind of evil creature haunts each location and send it back to hell. Almost everything you saw in the series is here in the game.
Exorcizamos de omnis imandus spiritus. Omnis satanica potestas omnis incarcio. Omnis congregatio et secta diabolica. Amen.
Even the man of letters, the banker is here, and of course, Bobby. Also, you can be the ghost and hunt your friends as well. I kill the developers. I wish the devs will keep on working on the game and bring us more content in the near future. Having a ghost hunting game inspired out of our favorite series of all time, Supernatural, is like a dream come true to us. This game is not like all other ghost hunting games that you are used to. It's different. Yes, you are hunting for ghosts and evil entities, but in this game things works a little bit different. First of all, it's the only open world ghost hunting game that I have ever seen so far. It has the most haunted locations and the most maps of any other ghost hunting game out there. It has a story mode game, the ghost hunting version, and 2 other different games. There are more than 35 ghosts with different ways to exorcise them, different evidence, and the game has RPG elements because you have many different classes to choose for your character, and each class comes with some benefits. In each map there may be from 1, 2, up to even more than 14 different entities at the same time to exorcise, which you must find them, investigate them, figure what they are, and banish them. It's an amazing ghost hunting game with a lot of unique ideas. Unfortunately, a lot of people are not aware of it. You should try it as soon as possible. Besides, you can have our own game holding car and our holding chicken and drive in a style. Chicken, come here! Get out of the mist! Chicken, you're gonna die! Come out of the mist! Come here! Nice, come to me. This is a ghost. It has different ghosts, different behaviors. Each ghost has its own persona, nice graphics, nice atmosphere, nice gameplay, a very hardcore ghost hunting experience. The developer was a hardcore player on Phasmophobia like most of them and decided that he can do better. And to be honest, he kind of did. The game has different merchants that you can choose to earn reputation. Each one gives you different benefits and different stuff. It has 11 maps, 23 haunted entities, 3 different difficulty levels, and many optional challenges. You must investigate and find out what kind of entity you are dealing with, its behavior, year of death, cause of death, its identity. In order to banish it, you must use a unique crafting system that must craft the correct ammunition and draw the correct ritual sigil in order to capture it, weaken the entity, and banish it. Also, who wouldn't like a ghost hunting game that you arrive on choppers, right? The only reason that we didn't place this game even higher is because the dev, instead of keep on working in the game and adding new gameplay or new stuff, he's working in other games, which is fine. He has made an amazing puzzle story-driven game called The Curse Legacy, which we played and we enjoyed it, based on the universe of This is a Ghost. Then he released another interesting game, which we really liked it, called Hand Me. Similar like in Pacify and Devour kind of games, but still didn't really crash on sales. Nusi completely abandoned the project. From what I know, he has no intention to work on the main project, which is This is a Ghost, which has a lot of fans because the game is not selling enough, so he's kind of abandoned the game. I mean, I'm not against of devs working and making other games, but please devs, don't forget the main basic project, right? I really hope he will come back at some point and keep on working on the game, because it's an amazing ghost hunting game and I really loved it. But as I said, that's why we didn't place this game higher. Otherwise, it will easily could be in the top 3.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Well, I don't think this game needs a special introduction, right? I think most of you, if not all, you know this game, right? The first ghost hunting game that became so popular that actually it's gonna have its own movie adaptation. However, Phasmo was not the first ghost hunting game ever released. Did you know that? Before that was Apparition, that was released at 31st of October 2018. And after that it came the Spook Inspectors, which was very close to what Phasmo is all about.
I'm running. I'm scared. I'm scared right now. I'm terrified. What's happening? Oh, got the goose pimples, baby.
All right. Ah, got him! Okay, all right.
DK just did it better. At first, the game was intended to be released only on VR, which is how we streamed the game back then. But he decided to release it both for VR and non-VR, and probably that was the best choice of his life. The game was phenomenal. For us that we were watching real-life paranormal investigators like Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters and many others, it was a dream come true. We were amazed from the game. The graphics was very good, especially for a Unity game. It had all the horror haunted vibes a ghost hunting should have, right? In Phasmophobia, you're not actually the main ghost hunters, but the pre-team that you are supposed to investigate and prepare the way for the real paranormal team. You are going in haunted locations to try and establish what kind of entities haunted the place, using all the basic paranormal investigator tools they use in real life as well. The game is very friendly, simple to understand and very enjoyable. The devs, with the Ascension and Apocalypse updates, they have changed and improved the game a lot. Adding no evidence runs, nightmare mode, the curse possessions, Ouija board, pentagram, the music box, the tarot cards, the voodoo doll, the monkey paw, adding more locations, more ghosts, new lobby, made the game feel more challenging than it goes. But for me, the most basic reason that I think until this day everyone keeps on playing Phasmophobia and the game is still popular with all the other ghost hunting games that came and left are the following. The game is very easy for amateur players as well. They can just go in a mission in professional, investigate, find quickly 3 evidence and get out. It's not complicated, and from my experience, most people doesn't like too complicated things. So the most basic from them all is the behaviors. The behaviors of the ghosts until this day are the best ones from any other ghost hunting game I have ever seen so far. And we have played them all, more than 60 ghost hunting games. They're not too complicated, it's easy to remember them, and it's easy to go and figure out the ghost without even one evidence or any equipment at all. However, knowing that the game has a huge success, a phenomenal success, we are talking about millions and millions of copies, right? You should expect from the devs to make more stuff, more drastically, and often updates from what they have done all these 5 years of early access. The ghost models are the same €69 price basic zombie Unity asset, with very limited animation and so outdated that the ghost models does not feel scary or creepy at all. The animation are very basic. All they actually do when the ghost hunts is just walking or looking around. I mean, look how amazing the ghost models looks for games like Ghostwatchers, This is a Ghost, So Below, Ghost Exile, The Other Side, and many other ghost hunting games. Abnormality, Ghostbane. All these games I mentioned, the ghost models are superior if you can compare it with Phasmos. I mean, still after 5 years that the game is in early access, we are still talking from the same ghost model. I mean, come on guys. I know that they're gonna make a horror 2.0 version, which I don't think we're gonna see anywhere near, maybe next year. Still, after 5 years of early access, with all the success that you had, we expect something more. Way more. If I was the developer of Phasmophobia, selling all these million copies, I would have hired an artist and animation professional to make me the best looking, more badass, unique ghost models ever. They did told us we are gonna have new character models with the option to customize our character and many other things that are not here after 5 years. They recently introduced us the EVP tape recorder, electronic voice phenomena, which is a device that is already been for years in other ghost hunting games like Ghost Exile. And between you and me, the way Phasmo did it is not actually the best I have seen if we compare it with other EVP devices in other ghost hunting games. It's not actually an EVP, you are not actually talking, you're not actually asking questions. You just randomly record the voice, throwing stuff, bend the cross, laugh, and stuff like this. Which is, yeah, okay, very simple version. I was expecting something better. All that are the reasons that made us place the game in the 5th place and not higher. I mean, it could very easily be in the top of the list, right? Also, it feels kind of stupid to go to the haunted location, find the ghost, and then don't do nothing about it and just leave. I mean, imagine someone call you for help because they feel their house is haunted, and you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, you're right, the place is haunted. You have a demon. Good luck. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. I mean... Ghost Exorcism Inc., or as it used to called Ghost Hunters, was actually the second ghost hunting game that was released after Phasmo. We were probably one of the first streamers that we played that, if not the first. We were actually the first for the Greek community because we were streaming in Greek back then. We really love this game because it had a different, amazing approach on the ghost hunting games at the moment. Instead of just going there to figure out the ghost and leave, you were actually able to exorcise it as well. It was the first one that did that and the only competitor of Phasmo at the time. The atmosphere of the game is nice. It has different spook locations and unique locations that we haven't seen in another ghost hunting game or horror game before. It also has one of my favorite ghost hunting maps of all other ghost hunting games out there. Different game modes, you can just go and investigate, you can just go and exorcise it, you can go and rescue the team that went before you and failed, and many other stuff. It has different ways to banish each entity. The ghosts have different behaviors. The ghost also can hunt you and kill you outside of the map, even sometimes come in the van, and the game feels that it has it all. we were really struggling to place it higher, even maybe in the top 3, even maybe on the second place. The reason we decided not to do that was the following. The graphics of the ghosts models looks a little bit cartoonish instead of realistic and horror. The player collision can ruin all the fun, especially if you play more than 4 people and you are trying to run away from the ghost and enter the van. It's almost impossible. Details like this are what prevent us from placing it higher. Also, I recently spoke with the dev and he told me we're not gonna see something major in the near future. But still, the game is one of the top 5 ghost hunting games out there. It's one of our favorites and you should definitely go and check it out. So, let's test it. In the name of the haunted family, endgame hauntings, with the holy beer, we slap you away from this world. Another very good ghost hunting game. It's rather different from the other ones. You have 20 different types of unique ghosts. Each ghost has its own unique attack and animation, over 60 types of detailed tools, protective items and many more. This is also probably one of the best looking ghost hunting game when it comes to the graphical area and especially to the ghost models. I love the horror dark creepy atmosphere that I'm getting from it, and it probably has the best, scarier and more unique, amazing ghost models that I have seen in any other ghost hunting game. None of what I have seen so far in any other ghost hunting game. The game technically is very good. We are placing it in the 3rd place, even though we were thinking about it to place it on the 2nd one. Recently the game came out of the early access in full release by introducing us new equipment, a new map and 2 new ghosts. The game is amazing and it's actually very hard. It's a hardcore and it has many different modifiers that you can play. Definitely one of the most amazing ghost hunting games out there if you like horror and haunted stuff. You should try it as soon as possible.
Le professionale. Bye bye, ρε.
The other side is one brand new ghost hunting game that was released not many months ago. When we first played the demo of this, actually Helena discovered this one, and we played the demo, we were impressed from the graphics, the details of the game, and how smooth technically the game feels. It's the only ghost hunting game out there that I never had any issues at all. No frame drops, no glitches, no lags, no nothing. And let me tell you that we are always streaming and playing each ghost hunting game or any horror or any AAA game always on ultra. We are doing that as a job, professional, right? So we want to do the best out of it. This game technically and visually it's one of the best ghost hunting games there is out there at the moment. Besides that, the game has 2 different modes to play. The classic, which you must go and investigate with paranormal investigation tools and figure out what exactly is haunting the place, and the cleanse mode, in which is a very unique and different way from what I've seen so far. At first, I have some doubts about this one, as my first suggestions and complaints was that the game didn't feel scary. Not much jump scares, and the most important of them all, no ghost behaviors. The devs, which actually are 2 of them, listened to all the feedback of all the content creators, including us, and they did deliver. Now the game has ghost behaviors, protective items, and they did boost the atmosphere of the game to make it feel more scary and haunted. Are you sure about it? Dude! Fuck, me scared the crap out of me, man. Okay, that was creepy. Clip. It still needs a little more work in that area, if you ask me, but still they did the huge steps from what the game felt before. They are already working on an upcoming Mass Cemetery map, and they are planning to release more ghost models, more haunted locations, and a third different gameplay mode which is called Survive the Night. Besides, who wouldn't want to play and own our special poster and write it with a style, right? The ghost behaviors are amazing. You can actually go and investigate and figure out the ghost with not even a single evidence, and that's what elevates the game. And with all the hard work that they did and amazing progress that they have done with the game, we decided that this game deserves to be in the second place. Before we reveal the number one ghost hunting game on our list, there are still some ghost hunting games that, even though they didn't make the list, we still feel is worth mentioning. Stevenson Paranormal PI. It's not a co-op ghost hunting game, but it's the only game out there that you can actually experience how a real-life paranormal investigation will feel like. It's the closest one to the real thing, right? From an indie dev, the game is very close to the real thing. You are a paranormal investigator going to haunted locations, try to find notes, search and uncover the lore behind each haunting location. The game is slow-paced experience. You will have to revisit this location more than once until you will be able to uncover the whole mystery and reveal the truth of what happened there. Many times there are more than one entity haunting the place, and they've recently just released a second ghost hunting game based in the same universe as Connor Stevenson, and this time you are playing with a student of Stevenson trying to uncover the mysteries of a haunted mansion. Somni was one of the first ghost hunting games that followed after Phasmo. You can play it on VR as well. The atmosphere of the game is very nice. You must investigate, figure out what kind of entity you are dealing with, and exorcise it, performing a specific ritual. The game has two different modes, the ghost hunting game mode and the folklore one, which you hunt entities like wendigos, werewolves, etc. A very nice game to play, even if the devs are not updating the game anymore. The game, unfortunately, did not become a huge success, but we still consider it to be one of the best out there. The only reason we decided not to include the game in the top 10 list is because the game is in early access since 2021, and the devs, after all these years, I feel they have abandoned the game, and we don't approve when devs does that. Nevertheless, it's a very nice ghost hunting game, and we feel that you will like it, so go and give it a try. Incubus, A Ghost Hunter's Tale. That was one of the single-player ghost hunting games we really enjoyed playing. You are on your first solo ghost hunting investigation under the instructions of Bear and Jen OPG, Paranormal Team. What makes the game even more interesting and different is that it's based in a real haunted house that the developers of the game actually investigate, because they are in real life paranormal investigators as well. The game is full of suspense, horror atmosphere, and feels very creepy. Abnormality has a lot of stuff that can make it one of the best ghost hunting games in the genre, if the dev comes back with a new major update and keep on working in the game. I had very high expectations about this one. The graphics of the game are amazing, visually and by the atmosphere of the haunted locations, and how the game feels is exactly how a ghost hunting game should feel like. By only staring at the house or the haunted locations, it gives you goosebumps. The game has some ghost behaviors, but the dev hasn't released anything for 9 months now. That's the main reason that we didn't put the game to the top 10 list. The dev is back from some months, reworking the whole game, improving it, and he recently told us that we're gonna have the update version of it soon. So let's hope it's gonna be able to revive the game and keep on working on it. The Lost Lullabies is very promising, but we haven't heard from the devs from the new chapters they were supposed to release or with any new gameplay update for a couple of months. It's a very different ghost hunting experience. You are kids investigating an abandoned haunted orphanage inspired for real events that took place back in 1960 in an orphanage in Lowell that was destroyed. You are supposed to investigate and find out the ghost by its evidence or behavior and perform a specific unique puzzle game to banish it and unlock the next chapter and section of the orphanage. Each chapter unveils a new story with a new character and with a new and different way to banish it. The game is very promising, but again, the devs hasn't released any new gameplay content for more than 4 or maybe 5 months since its release, so that's why this game didn't make the top 10 list as well. If the devs continue working on the game, then this game is an amazing ghost hunting experience for sure, and you should give it a go. Ghostbane had potentials, but unfortunately the dev is nowhere to be found again for many months now. Again, one of the occasions of devs that they think the game will become a huge success like Phasmo, and when the game is released, that's not the case. The game had a lot of bugs, lags, and instead of keep on working on it to improve it and finish it and keep on adding new stuff, he completely abandoned the game. This game has very good graphics, probably one of the best lobby ever, nice investigation experience, and it could very easily be one of the best in the genre, but as I mentioned, the dev is nowhere to be found and nothing new hasn't been released for more than 6 months since the game was released. Obsidio was very nice, one of our favorites, but the dev gone completely missing 2 times since the game was released. This is a case that really blew out our minds. Kyle, the main dev of Obsidio, has gone missing for 2 times already. And when I say missing, I mean completely missing. Not talking to the official content creators of the game, even the admins of the server don't even know what's going on, that they actually had to close the Discord server for the 2nd time. The first time he was missing for more than a year, then he came back recently, told us that he moved the game from Unity to Unreal, which is not even close to how good the version of Unity was. And the game is unplayable at the moment for many users, including us, and the dev is out of reach. That's a pity because the game was very good, one of the best in the genre, and we really had high hopes for it. This is the reason why the game didn't make the top 10, but still worth mentioning though. Ghost Exile. We are probably one of the first streamers to discover this game, and I personally came in touch with Lost One, the dev, immediately trying to suggest him stuff to improve the game, and he did. The first part of the game is the usual stuff: investigate, figure out the ghost by using EMF, spirit box, EVP. It goes in the game from the start.
Are you here? Are you here?
Laser grid and some more unique methods from any other ghost hunting game. The second part, however, of the game is what defines it and makes it on the top of the list. You are supposed to perform a whole series of tasks to perform a ritual and banish the entity once and for all. There's a whole lore behind it, which you can watch a YouTube video talking about here. The game recently released behaviors that you must unlock because they are divided in level 1, level 3 and level 5 behaviors. There are many different modifiers that you can use and make the game even more challenging than it already is. You can enable the dangerous hunts that makes the ghost perform a series of special hunts and behaviors. Enable the World of Shadow, which is a very dangerous part of the ritual, honoring the good soul, and many more stuff that will make your life harder than it already is. The graphics of the game are pretty decent, but the jump scares in this game are something beyond imagination. Ah! So I'm gonna put this here. You can find rare artifacts that can help you out through your investigation, but you must be very careful how you use them because they come with a price. Recently the dev released part 2 of the 3 major updates that we are expecting, and probably will complete and change the game. And with it now, we have a skill tree with 4 different classes that you can actually unlock, combine them, and make your character feel like Superman. So that was the video. You know, it is kind of long, but there are a lot of ghost hunting games out there. There are many ghost hunting games out there, and there are many coming, right? Let us know if you liked it or not. Let us know if you agree. Again, this was completely our personal opinion. Tell us if you like it or not. Tell us if you think, you know, there is another ghost hunting game that was worth mentioning or being on the top of the 10 ghost hunting games list. Or if you think, in your personal opinion, there is another one that deserves to be in top 1 of the list, in top 2 and top 3. Also share it with us in your comment, what's your top 10 favorite ghost hunting games, right? We're gonna make more videos like this, talking about ghost hunting games, upcoming ghost hunting games in general, or what we think are the top 10 horror games that we played during 225. And the other, you know, another video that's gonna follow soon is the top 10 upcoming ghost hunting games. There are a lot of upcoming ghost hunting games coming, more than 25, and we have already played some of them, and we have personal experience and opinion about them. So subscribe, like, and share. Until our next video, have a nice good night. Bye bye.